They want
She's so
to
cute.
kill us. What?
She's so fucking cute.
I know, right? Okay, let's get into it.
Normie streamers enraged over this disgusting anime massively cope after backlash. And this was like a huge deal on X. So many people are posting about it. I saw it from Chibi, but we'll see what Rev has to say about it. I'm really interested in like what Rev's take is going to be on it. So
it's funny. She's interested in Rev's take. I'm not in the slightest, but I'm interested in her take based on Rev's take. Patrick Rocks is for a 2-banger. What's their thoughts? What's their thoughts would be on? I think you're trying to say what would their thoughts be on Pokemon? Look, you're assuming these motherfuckers can formulate thoughts. That's your first mistake. And then Vagabond with a 5-banger. They never say the same thing for American media with the same material. South Park, Last Airbender, Family Guy. I think I mean Big Mouth, but yeah. Correct. They never say the same thing. Why? Like, and I don't like being that dude that's like, oh, so and so's racist or whatnot, because I think that's sort of shit's gay. But that's the only thing. That's the only conclusion I can come to is like, okay, you don't do it for the American shows, but you do it for the Eastern ones.
How's that not racist? Yeah, how's that not racist?
I'm truly baffled. How is it not? Thank you guys so much for the donos.
I'm on HIV medication and I want Leon to rail me.
And back to the video.
Let's see.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So it must be a day that ends in Y because we're seeing another round of people being completely insane over anime. And this time, it is a group of popular normie streamers threatening to off.
By the way, he says popular normie streamers. Only one I recognized was Ludwig, and really, I didn't even recognize it was Ludwig. I saw through the comments it was him. I don't know who any of those other fucking streamers are.
I know, right? Like you had to point out which one was Ludwig.
Yeah. So when they say and the whole and frankly, Ludwig used to be like fine. He was kind of all right or whatever until he started bending over backwards to cap for Hassan. It's like, all right, never mind, fuck this dude. So
maybe
like,
we're too old. Like maybe they're just for kids.
That's you're probably onto it. Yeah, we don't watch gay shit like that. But like, look, knowing that the dude that caps for Hassan Piker, even he was like, guys, Madoka Magic is a good show. Like that's it is, by the way, for anyone that hasn't seen it. I assume you have, Cindy.
Yeah, I've seen it. What's crazy is he actually used the full name Puella.
He did, yes. I noticed that too. So he's not even a fucking tourist.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Railing Leon for Pride Month? Exactly. And yeah, Ludwig getting a very rare W in this one. Agreed.
People for watching particular anime, including some incredibly interesting choices where they're totally not projecting. Now, I used this image in a video from yesterday, but we're going to read it again. People on this app will treat fictional characters as if they were real people and then talk about real people as if they were fictional, and they get mad at you for knowing the difference.
So true.
So this time...
Now, I don't talk about real people as if they're fictional, but I do talk about real people as if they're fake, because 99% of the motherfuckers on this platform absolutely are.
Hey, Hellsaver, thank you so much for the 100 kicks over and kick.
Hey, shout out for the 100 kicks. Thank you so much. And then El Murwa with a 5-banger coming in saying those streamers in a group called Trash Take Pot. No, wait, Trash. You mean Trash? Those aren't the Trash Taste guys. I assume you meant Trash Taste. One of the guys, Connor, is big friends with Iron Mouse. Fucking LA streamers. No, these are not the Trash Taste guys. Because the Trash Taste is Giguk, Joey, and Connor. Now these guys might be tight with the Trash Taste guys, but it's not the same group. Yeah, Trash Taste, they're fucking awful. We've roasted them into oblivion multiple times on the show before. And yeah, Iron Mouse is I've grown to kind of despise Iron Mouse. But I appreciate you, homie. Thank you, and thank you for the 100 over on Kick. You guys get some peak races.
You racist motherfuckers!
Look at this nigga's face! Look at his face! Look at his fucking face!
Fuck you, dude! Fuck you!
Shout out, New Black Street not streaming tonight, so I don't feel guilty.
And the situation involves Jellywig, who shockingly is the most normal person in this situation. However, on one of his podcasts, he's surrounded by normie streamers, including gigantic tourists who love to say unhinged and ridiculous things, including comments about anime, including Madoka. Because apparently seeing this anime, of all anime, has sent some of these people...
Go on, give it to us. Liv.
No,
You wanna know why,
Elmer's
chat?
comment. Oh,
A lot
over.
of anime characters and fictional characters are like kind of on the younger side, like 15 to 18.
Okay, real quick. Let's address Murrow's comment, and then we'll say what, because I have something to say about what Leaflet just said.
No, El Mervov, he goes, where is it? I'm getting old, Leon. They all look alike. And it's like, holy shit, you son of a bitch. Don't point it out like that.
Like, I understand it because there's a certain demographic of people I also think all look alike. But yeah, no, Leaflet's 100% correct here. Did you hear what she said?
No, I didn't.
She said most anime characters are young, like 15 to 18, which is true, by the way. And frankly, it's a trope I'm kind of tired of. Like, as I've grown older, it's not for anything like, oh man, I don't want to be watching stuff with kids in it. No, it's just like, I'm an adult. I want to watch shows with adults. I want to watch things like, Dragon Ball has adult characters, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, adult characters, Rurouni Kenshin, mostly adult characters. And so the sort of things that I watch just tend to gravitate, but that don't mean I'm not ever going to get down some good old slice of life fucking high school anime. Even though your boy loves him some Little Busters. Like, yes, but most anime characters, for at least for popular shows, because they're aimed at that, high school, middle school age demographic, are going to have underage characters. It's just that's the vast majority of shows.
Well, actually, I think Leaflet has a good point that she's fixing to bring up that I think is worth like hearing before I say anything.
Okay.
Do you want to know why? Well, sometimes it's like even 13 to 18, like anime protagonists. You want to know why? It's because that's the age in which people find themselves. They begin to actually start to understand who they are as people.
That's the entire reason why Persona always takes place in a high school setting. And you know what? As much as I was dogging on watching anime with high school characters and whatnot, I will play every single Persona game till the cows come fucking home because it's one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. And what she said is the exact reason why Persona always takes place in a high school setting. Should I keep going, or do you have additional thoughts?
No, I think she absolutely nailed this here, right? Because it's like by high school, I was trying to protect all the nerds from the bullies and the jocks, whatever. And it's so true. Like, it makes so much sense. And you find out what kind of person you're going to be by high school. Like, are you going to be the mothering type? Are you going to be, this type? Do you change? Yes, that's going to happen. Like, but it's the start of who you are as a person. And I think that
there's a reason it's called your formative years, because you're forming who you will be.
And it's such a good answer. I really like what she said there, but go ahead.
Well, Hypno says, my question is, when did it become illegal to tell stories of people under 18? I grew up on a ton of TV shows and the characters were underage. Why is it such a fake problem now? That's exactly why I used Harry Potter as my example just, 5-10 minutes ago. Harry Potter, they start off as fucking 11-year-olds. Now, I get it. There's a lot of kids that were around 11. They grew up reading the books, so they were aging with the characters. But let's be real. There was a lot of fucking adults that were reading Harry Potter when the first one came out. You're talking, 1999 or whenever the Philosopher's Stone came out. Harry was 11, and you good goddamn know, like the people in their fucking 20s were reading the Harry Potter books. Like they were. You don't become a global phenomenon if you only cater to kids. You have to kind of get everybody engaged in that, which is what Harry Potter did. So the idea that you have to be a kid, and like if you grow up with a character, look, I grew alongside Naruto. When Naruto first came to America, I was, I think, probably around 11 or 12, same age as he is. By the time the manga ended, it ends with Naruto being an adult. I think the manga ended when I was like 18 years old. So it was like, again, I grew alongside Naruto. Guess what? Here I am in my fucking 30s. I still watch Naruto. I said, not as much as I used to, because there's much better anime, but I still enjoy Naruto. I still watch. I still like it. And just because the characters are teenagers is not going to alter or change my perception of the show.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And then look at One Piece too, though. Is that you're actually getting to see them grow up?
Yeah, well, and taking and One Piece characters age like comic book characters, which is very, very slowly. But I get what you mean. You're seeing them emotionally mature. Patrick Rocks is for the 5-banger. I heard the worst date Persona about Persona 2. We can't get a modern port because the main villain. No. Well, that's not the worst take. That's true. Yeah, Hitler in Persona 2 was heavily censored in the Western release, I'm pretty sure. I mean, by heavily censored, I mean they put sunglasses on him and just called him the dictator or the Führer or something like that. But yeah, that's not even the worst take. That is historically accurate, even if it's retarded. Even if the reasoning is retarded, it is a historically accurate take. Shout out, thank you for the 5-banger, homie.
Plan B! This is for everyone you've killed! England, murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
You love to see it. Thanks again, bud.
People can relate to it. A lot of people, because adults were once that age. People who are that age are that age. And people can all relate to that time of youthful energy when, like, you didn't really know what you were doing, but you were doing your best. Yeah, it's coming of...
I thought that was you for a sec. Is that her fucking
That's a little
something?
animation because she's got something chasing her.
Okay, gotcha.
age. People can understand that, which is that's why this is always happens. In fact, a lot of these things, like a lot of these anime are specifically targeted towards people in that age demographic. Yeah. So yeah, people like those kinds of stories. That's the reason why. Silent Cheese, thank you so much for the prime. Because if you make a thing where the protagonist is like really, really old, only old people can kind of relate to them.
I don't necessarily know that that's true. Well, okay, so yeah, I don't necessarily know that that's true. The idea of these like universal values and the hero's journey, I think, are they are universal for a reason. When you're 7 years old and you're watching Star Wars for the first time, and if Tiger King is in here, he's gonna type, "I despise Star Wars." I know, buddy. But if you're 7 years old, like I was, or actually I was younger, I was like 3 or 4 years old when I first started watching Star Wars, you can relate to Luke Skywalker. It didn't matter that Luke Skywalker was technically an adult. He's, 18, 19, 20. I think he's 20 at the start of Star Wars, but he's somewhere around there. Point is, very different than the age of 4 or so when I was, when I was a kid. But you can relate to the journey of like leaving home, growing better, like because these concepts are universal. Someone brought up Kaiju number 8. Yeah, Kaiju number 8 is an anime series where the whole idea is that he is an old guy. He's an old man, at least compared to all of his contemporaries. He's like 35 years old and going into this job that has like 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And I'm sure, Kaiju number 8 did real well. I'm sure it did well with the general shonen demographics of the 12 to 14-year-old boys. So I don't think the leaflet is correct here about like old characters will only inspire older individuals. I think Star Wars and Kaiju number 8 are great examples of that not being the case.
Right.
It's just so much easier to have your protagonist be younger. More people can relate to it. It's simple math, really.
Into a murderous rage where they're threatening to off co-workers if they were ever caught watching something like this. Let's watch the clip.
Them.
You are a fucking chomo.
No, Zipper, can you pull Madoka Magica?
What are you getting him to do that for?
What if the child is 1,000 years old?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we always do, and we always make excuses for these fucking people.
What a tired. Okay, so
No.
just tell me.
Right.
What excuses, actually?
I'm wondering the same thing. Go on.
But I mean, like, if you're gonna fight this hard to say that these people, anybody who watches Madoka Magica is a chomo, right? Or anybody who watches anime is definitely a chomo. How hard are you projecting, sir? Because you are getting really mad over nothing.
Right, like let's. I don't know who this dude is. Hey, if you had that same energy for the Epstein files, then go for it. But I'm gonna go on a wild guess and say he didn't. Or if you did, actually, it might even be worse if he did. If you hold the same energy for the Epstein files as you do Madoka Magica, bro, you are so fucking brain broken. One were real, actual child victims. The other is a fucking cartoon, and your brain can't separate reality from fiction. Like that is wild to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go to images.
Hold on.
Right.
Okay, so
Is this a set? This isn't real. It doesn't look real. So, like, they made a set to look
Yeah, but if you were to ask Nux Taku, it is real.
like a childhood background.
You're terrible.
Childhood backyard. It's weird.
I know. How can you make fun of
podcast.
somebody? How can you make fun of somebody for liking Madoka Magica when you're sitting there reliving your childhood on a set?
I mean, I didn't get that from this. I just thought it was supposed to be like some sort of like cozy, outdoorsy. Back when we had family or friends, we would gather around like the bonfire. We got like the fire pit here.
I'm trying to skew the logic. Like,
no, I get what you could. I mean, hey, skew away. Obviously, homeboy, especially fucking neckbeard over here, skewing a whole lot of logic. I also just I thought that was a reach if Leaflet was being serious about it.
Huh.
Just tell me.
Right. So what are we
go
doing?
to images. I'm just asking if Puella, Magi, Madoka Magica would count for this category you're talking
If
about.
I meet somebody, if I start a new job and my coworker says this is his favorite anime, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you after work.
Yeah,
by
we're
the
gonna
way.
Okay.
What sort of weird ass impulse control issues are that, by the way? Dude tells you, hey, this is my favorite anime, and your immediate reaction is, oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Like, that is some insane feminine energy.
Oh, right? Like, come on, guy. You are an adult now. If you strike somebody for somebody having an opinion on something, that's called jail time. And by all means, like, go to jail. I do not mind, but you should not be attacking people. You're an adult now. Like, your parents aren't going to bail you out.
Do you remember the spin kick dude who ended up going to jail for attacking the woman who was interviewing him?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, I remember. He knocked her phone out of her hand or something.
Yeah, dude. Like she was interviewing him about like LGBT shit or trans shit or whatever, and he didn't like the answer that she gave or the belief he had. So he just like looked at her, smiled, reared up, and gave one of the, by the way, worst poor form spin kicks I've ever seen. And yeah. Dude was jailed for that because that's assault. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it when I say, hey, Pride Month is the devil and trannies are demons. That's the fucking that's my truth, as you guys always say. And if you're gonna physically attack me for that, like, that says more about you than it does me. I'm using words. You're poorly using actions. I said poorly because you can look at these motherfuckers and tell none of them can fight. None of them can fight.
Right. No, but to them, words are violence. But this guy is actually saying he would be violent. So,
right,
I don't
exactly.
know.
And when these people tell you who they are, believe them. Like, oh, Leon, he's being hyperbolic. No, I would feel unsafe around this individual. And I would certainly with the stuff you say about Madoka Magica, children should feel unsafe around this individual because check his hard drive.
Absolutely.
People tell you who they are, believe them.
Tony Down Under says raid. I don't know if it was him that raided or somebody else.
Well, it was you that raided, Tony. Thank you so much. If it was somebody else, I apologize. I don't have a notification for a raid, but thank you so much for the raid. Truly appreciated.
Yeah, handle the raiders.
First off, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Anybody that can actually do that wouldn't say shit like that. First off. Second, what an unhinged take. Like how insane
later, Tony.
How insane are you?
You, man.
Do that. We're gonna beat the shit out of by the dumpster.
We're gonna turn the water up slowly until you don't notice it's boiling.
I might talk.
That's been proven false, right? That's not actually a thing. Like there's that whole like frogs in a pot thing. I'm sure you've heard that.
Yeah. That's not true.
That's not real.
Really?
Yes, no, that is an old wives' tale that's actually been debunked multiple times. Frogs do notice the water is getting hotter, even if you do it slowly, and they jump out.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, shout out to Trauma Tuna for the 500 kicks. Truly appreciated. And Patrick Roxas for a 5-banger says, oh, I forgot. I have a story. I was called a groomer because I hate CalArt because I said 90 and early 2000 had. Why would you be a groomer for hating CalArt? If anything, groomers are the ones that use CalArt. It's all so fucking confusing. And then Trauma Tune Up for the 500 kicks says, do not tolerate evil. And that's what Pride Month is. Pride Month is a month-long celebration of evil. Absolutely agreed. Thank both of you for your donos. Truly appreciated this for you guys.
Like, I don't think humans were meant to see sissy hypno inflation compilations.
But hey, by the way, did you know that I suck dick as a man? I lick the ass of other men. But really quick, I lick the balls of a man.
Happy Pride Month.
I talked to them last.
You're literally talking about killing people over liking.
Hypno just said perfect clip for Pride Month. Yes.
We're gonna turn the water up slowly until you don't notice it's boiling.
I talked to them last.
It's a good show.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ludwig.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a more adult response. Just talk to them less. Like, that's what I would want. If you don't like the fact that I love anime, don't fucking talk to me. I'm good with it.
Could not agree more. Murdoch for 2banger says those hosts' masculinity has long been disproven. Now, to be fair, not only Ludwig, but guy on the left here doesn't seem like he's pushing against it all too much either. It's just the two, frankly, the ones that look the least masculine of all of them on the right. You know, you have homeboy with the clean shaven face and all the extra pudge on him, and you've got the fucking net beard that looks like Dermy Wormy. No offense, Dermy Wormy. Shout out. Like, those two are going hard on it. Ludwig, obviously being completely normal. The guy on the left, like, he seems like he's trying to semi-be rational. He posed the question, like, well, you know, what if the female character is 1,000 years old? Like, it seemed in good faith. I didn't think he was being sarcastic about it.
No, and it's a good question, and it's a difficult one to answer, I think. But
I don't think it's a difficult one to answer at all. The answer is, it's fake. They're drawings. It's fiction. How about you concern yourself with the fact that, you know, the FBI just rounded up another pedophile ring on a Disney cruise line. Oh, and it turns out of the 37 people they arrested, like half of them were Muslim. The other half were from like Honduras or whatever. And there were 2 Americans. I'm pretty sure the 2 Americans were women.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like this story happened like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But shit, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Yep, no worries. I'll see if I can find it while we let this play. And then shout out for the jewels, Pipple of Star Commander. Appreciate you.
Good show.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ludwig.
Okay.
Why is that? When is that ever a good enough reason?
First of all,
Wait. This is fucking racist, bro.
Okay, here we go, real quick. In late April 2026, so I guess it was about a month and a half ago, federal agents detained 27 cruise ship workers, including some Disney Cruise Line staff, in major investigation regarding child sexual abuse material, and the operation targeted 8 cruise ships docked in San Diego and resulted in the immediate deportation of the offending crew members.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let's scan through here real quick. This is NBC, so I doubt it'll have the ages or the races of the people. Spokesperson said the agency determined 27 of the 28 crew members interviewed were involved in either the receipt, possession, transportation, distribution, or viewing of child sexual exploitation material or child pornography, and their visas were canceled. They were deported to their home countries. 26 of the crew members it was from the Philippines. 26 were from the Philippines. One is from Portugal. The others, so none of them were American, by the way. Portugal, and one's from Indonesia.
Oh my gosh.
Yup. They were here. They were in our country. They're working for the Disney Cruise Line. But these dumb motherfuckers are focused on goddamn cartoons.
Yeah, no, oh man. Oh, that's what I was going to say, is that it made me uncomfortable that people wanted me to draw Kana on a body pillow in compromising positions. So that's why I say it's a dilemma, because it's like, I know that it's not real, but that didn't feel right. So I was like, no.
But that's up to your discretion as the artist, as the individual who's like, hey, they're wanting to pay me for time, work, labor, the whole 9. I get to, using the free hand of the market and my free will as a business, as an entrepreneur, to say, I will decline this job. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't report the guy or anything.
Nor should you, because you didn't do any crime. You just declined the job.
I can separate fact from fiction.
Runaway Vagabond for a 5-banger. There is a full-grown Japanese woman accused of being children. Most characters they have to tell you what age they are, otherwise you would know. I've seen that story. Yeah, the Japanese cosplayer girl that everyone like is calling people who are fans of her pedophiles or whatever, because she's like just short and petite. So she cosplays a lot of lolly style characters. Like you're talking about the one that cosplays the lolly gal from One Punch Man. If I'm thinking of the same one.
Tatsumaki.
Yeah, Tatsumaki is the character, and I don't know the cosplayer's name. But yeah, Japanese gal that just has that body type naturally. And so people, there's all sorts of accusations lobbed around that.
Oh my gosh. You even have, I knew a girl at a convention that I'd see every 2 months or so, because she'd travel around to. She looked like a child, and she was like 35.
Some people just naturally fucking look like that. But speaking of the Japs, thank you so much, Vagabond. This is for you.
Fine, Peter Parker.
Who the hell are you?
You love to see it. Thanks, homie.
This is racist. My people are so oppressed.
Shiver me timbers.
My
This
culture is not your costume.
First of all, shiver me timbers.
Actually, when it comes to black culture, if I go grab my do-rag, your culture is my costume.
This guy right here, this maximum sigma alpha Chad over here is going to beat you up and possibly off.
The yard? I've never even heard of this guy.
Oh my, yeah, I don't know. But I did call it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You called it. He's bald. He looks like if the nostalgia critic touched children.
Oh my gosh.
You for watching anime like Madoka. This clip comes from the Yard podcast. It's from 4 months ago, but some clips have been shared recently on Twitter, sparking some attention on what's clearly a very unhinged situation.
Well, this is racist. Slime, my people are always getting oppressed.
Clearly, these people...
Yeah, well, from what I've heard, 13% of slimes cause 15% of crimes, so...
Oh my god.
Or 50% of crimes. Fuck.
Slimy, like, this is fucked up, man.
Feel way too comfortable sitting there and espouting these violent urges against people who simply want to watch anime, including Madoka, of all things. That is the craziest aspect.
Which, by the way, Madoka is... I hadn't even thought about this. Madoka is not for kids, by the way. Madoka is absolutely for adults. It is a... we say deconstruction in such a negative way nowadays. Because, like, oh, they deconstructed Luke Skywalker. Oh, they deconstructed Mad Max. They've deconstructed Superman, and it's always done bad. Madoka Magica is how you do deconstruction right. It is a deconstruction of the magical girl genre, and it's fucked up. It is not a kid's anime.
Oh yeah. Please don't ever show your child that one. It looks like a child's anime, but like it'll.
That's the shock factor, is that it looks like it's for kids when it is not.
Yeah.
All of this, they feel not only emboldened to call people predators over this stuff, but now they're.
Someone should show them Prismalia, if you know what I mean, guys. They should show him that. See how he reacts to that one, right?
They're going to harm you.
Yeah, I never heard of that one. It had more than gore to it.
The problem with normies like this.
No. Don't you put those two in the same fucking sentence. Madoka is amazing. Made in Abyss fucking sucks. How dare you put top shelf filet mignon next to a fucking 3-month-old McDouble? Like...
What an analogy. Holy shit. I haven't
seen Made in Abyss. So comfortable.
You haven't seen Made in Abyss? You were not missing a goddamn thing. Made in Abyss fucking sucks. The plot strikes back with a 5-banger. In the Catholic Church, June is traditionally dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. But let's worship Satan's sin with phagonometry instead.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Wild. Catch you later, Ghost Sokka. Homie, I appreciate you. This clip always gets the stream demonetized, but this is for you, Nick. And yes, no, I absolutely agree. The cultural dynamics between the East and the West, between Japan and America, are so vastly different that they can just try and imply the intent of Japanese creators, which have an entire different cultural value system, is ridiculous.
Is racist.
That too.
Towards anime. Now, here's some of the quotes. This person saying, threatening to beat someone up for watching Madoka is completely sending me. Yeah, can we please just pause for a second? It's not just anime. It's this particular anime. If you've watched it, you would be baffled as to why someone would be calling you a
Here's the dealio, Diesel. Here's why I say Made in Abyss fucking sucks. Because technically you're right. It's just meh. It is below average, but it's not actually trash. However, the year it came out, it won Anime of the Year. I know award shows mean nothing. I know Crunchyroll awards mean nothing and whatnot. But the idea that such bottom of the barrel meh, as you put it, won Anime of the Year just because they didn't want to. And you know me, I'm not a shonen tard. In fact, I'm highly anti-shonen in a lot of modern instances. But people really just loved it because they were tired of seeing My Hero Academia get all the love, and it beat out My Hero Academia season 4, I think, for anime of the year. It literally only gets love not because it's good, but because it dethroned My Hero Academia, which is a dumbass reason to give something love. What?
No, I just thought it was a good answer.
Yeah.
Chomo in trying to beat you up over what?
Chat, what's a chomo?
Not
What does that mean?
What is up with you people and not knowing what a chomo is?
I don't know. I'm too busy to learn about new slang.
It's not new, dude. I heard the term chomo in like 6th fucking grade. Yes.
I've never heard it before. Holy crap.
How have you guys never heard chomo? That is old world slang.
Holy shit. I don't know.
I guess I just grew up in a real fucked up place, so.
She'll read
you hearing chomo at like 12 years old.
Yosuga no Sora. Oh. Wait, they're calling people that over watching Madoka?
You don't understand. One of the characters in Redo of Healer had to be aged up because in the novel, she's 13. So it's like, yeah, show them Redo of Healer. I want to hear what their thoughts are.
It's funny you say that because so I ran across a tweet earlier from my boy Mugen Lord. Shout out Mugen Lord. This was funny as fuck. Hold on, let me see. Let's go to this page. Probably would have been, man, where is it? He posts so goddamn much. Right here. So I keep seeing YouTube thumbnails and rumbles about Redo Healer. I thought it was a typical revenge story at first, and then holy fucking shit. Trust me, I'm a 3D hentai animator as a side hustle. It works great. And even that was too much for me. Maybe it's because of the type of kink or whatever you want to call it isn't something I'm into. So this dude says, if Redo of Healer is too much for you, then you're a bigger pussy than I imagined. Imagine being called a pussy for not being into rape scenes in anime. It's like, yeah, wow. No, I don't think Mugen Lord's a pussy. He's a fucking hentai artist, and that's look again. I haven't seen Redo a Healer. It doesn't seem like my thing. I'm all for it existing. I'm not gonna ever ask for it to be censored. I'm gonna say it shouldn't exist. Again, I'm anti-censorship. Do your thing. It ain't for me.
I've watched. I think,
good point, Hypno. That was you're right. That was almost a bad judgment call. Sorry, go on, Sunny.
Yeah. I've watched maybe 4 episodes of Redo of Healer. When I saw the Wolf Girl, and then I went and looked up. I read a little bit of the book, but I never finished it. It got to be too much for me, and I feel like the 4 or 5 episodes is pretty respectable.
I mean, look. I'm more of an interspecies reviewers kind of guy. That's all I'm saying.
I love interspecies.
You know, this is just going to go the way of like Nazi. Like they're just going to call everyone that. And then like, it's not going to mean anything anymore.
Yeah. It's one thing to water down the term Nazi, but to water down the term child molester. I mean, they've kind of already done it by calling everyone a pedo, but now you're just going to add child molester to that list.
I know. I'm so tired of these people. Like, they need to stop watering down the language.
Agreed.
In there, where it doesn't even mean anything when you say that now, which is awful. It should have meaning behind it. So thank you for the 100, by the way. Thank you. I think they'll just self-destruct if they find out gushing over magical girls. Dude, so true.
Watching this, besides the fact we're talking about, what's that again? Oh yeah, fictional content, anime. But here's a very good point. Ludwig being the only reasonable person there. I can't believe it myself. Yeah. It's actually pretty shocking to see Ludwig on the normal side of this conversation, which, by the way, with the full context, doesn't get any better, okay? This is not one of those clips where there's more to it. No, the conversation is completely insufferable. This is clearly where all of these people stand, and, well, it's insane. As pointed out in another quote saying, normal cool guy voice. I will beat the S out of you if you watch Madoka. Yeah, very, very intimidating stuff. And you can see some of the replies to that quote saying, man who shouldn't be trusted around women and children. I am violent over a cartoon.
Correct! That's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, dude is crashing the fuck out with actual violent rhetoric over a cartoon, dude.
But they're looking for a reason to cause violence. Like, that's what they've been doing.
Yeah, but imagine this dude like with a wife or kids, or I mean, I get it. His wife would have a boyfriend, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, this guy probably goes out in a normal society and does things and works and has normal social interactions. Meanwhile, he's just publicly going out there on the internet being like, yeah, I'd beat the fuck out of you over a cartoon. We used to have a term for this, by the way. And it was oddly enough always directed at like Republican white guys or whatnot, but it makes so much more sense with these fucking feminist dudes, which was a Kyle. Did you ever hear that term? Do you know what a Kyle is?
No, I don't know what that is.
A Kyle is the type of guy that puts his fist through the drywall. It's like, oh, I'm not a bad guy. I don't hit my girlfriend. Instead, I punch the wall and put holes in the drywall instead.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Kyle. This dude giving off big Kyle energy. And it's so wild to me that was always used for, like Republican white dudes with drinking problems, anger problems, and whatnot. Meanwhile, we got this bald, fat fuck here being like, I'll beat the shit over you over an anime.
What a pointless fight. Like, I'm going to have to posture here because no one thinks I'm manly and I want my wife to sleep with me again. So I'm going to beat up a guy over anime.
Yeah, yes, Lithium. Mizkif is a Kyle. And it's funny. It's like, who are you doing this performative bullshit for? Because maybe it's just me. I don't need, and I've said the same thing about Nazi, by the way. I don't need you to tell me that you're against Nazis. I don't need you to tell me you're against, like child molestation or pedophilia or whatnot. I just kind of assume as a baseline, you're against that shit. If I find myself in a position where I'm hanging out with dudes that are cool with that, I'm going to have to question my decisions as to what led me here. Is it weird that my baseline is like, yeah, I'm just going to assume you're not into pedophilia?
No, that should be the baseline. Like,
right? It's a very low fucking bar.
it's no, you know what it is? It's common sense, and no one has it anymore.
You're fucking telling me, except for us and everybody in this chat, because we're all big. El Mervat with a 2-banger. Imagine getting possibly killed over that, right? People out here getting killed over anime and Pokemon cards.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah, if we're talking about safety of anyone, I think we should be concerned about the person who has such violent tendencies that they're going to lash out and harm someone over watching Madoka, of all things. Here's another quote saying, this is why there's...
I bet you he's on a list.
Pretty tame.
Say again?
I bet you he's on a list.
It'd be so fucking funny if he was. Unfortunately, probably not, because people, the internet full of autists, they would have brought that up. I mean, the same way that anytime JDA spouts off of the mouth, everyone immediately pulls up his fucking court records and be like, yo, didn't you allegedly beat the shit out of your wife? He would have been getting, like, blasted on X with that. So, unfortunately, probably not. But that doesn't mean he won't end up on one.
That's true. That's true. He has time.
Like, compared to other stuff. I mean, there's, like, people dying in it, but it's pretty tame. Like, again, gushing over magical girls, Prisma Ilia. It's.
I never did watch Gushing Over Magical Girls. Just it seemed like it would be too much. I don't know if it actually is, but it seemed like it would be too much, so I didn't watch it.
I haven't seen it at all. Okay, she said Prisma Ilia, not Prison Ilia.
Yeah, Prisma Ilia. That one I've not heard of.
Oh yeah, me either.
Super tame. Even compared to old stuff, like if you were to compare it to like Pretty Sammy, for instance.
So
like
much
Pretty
of
Sammy was like
Sachi
even
medallion
more
face.
like along those, even that was more spicy than Madoka.
Secure anime fans out there. They are surrounded by violent
I was talking about magical girl shows specifically.
regards like this and have to pretend to not be
Thank you, Dax. That's
weird
what I assumed.
to avoid being treated as a predator for liking Madoka.
This is why there's so many insecure anime fans out there. They are surrounded by violent creatures like this who have to pretend to not be weird in order to avoid being treated like a pedo or liking Madoka.
So it's funny because now I know you weren't really on the internet a whole lot back in like the very post, like the immediately post Gamergate days of 2014, right? So
right.
This became a common thing from like 2014 through 2017. So there were these two warring communities. Like Gamergate wasn't really just one community. Gamergate was the coalescence, the like combination of the skeptic community and like which are like the people who are skeptical of like God, the atheist community, stuff like that. We're trying to be like very like logical and stuff, and gamers. And they were they were against like the female and the dumb bitches and at the time SJWs, because the term woke didn't exist yet. It was just SJWs, you know, social justice warriors. And so it was like the skeptics and the gamers and whatnot versus the SJWs and the game journalists and shit like that. And so you had this massive influx of male feminists and these like pro male feminist YouTube accounts that were huge, and they got thousands upon thousands, sometimes millions of views, and they were over there espousing this hard left-wing politics, saying how like all the women in Gamergate did nothing wrong, and it was a right-wing hate campaign, and they were all, of course, anti-Donald Trump, the whole nine. And almost without fail, over about 3 years, nearly every one of those male feminists in the SJW space got exposed for abusing women, whether it be physically, whether it be sexually, whether it be verbally. Basically, they were always the opposite of what they preached, because those that preached the loudest had the most to hide. Like, several of them actually went to jail over it, for either it be like physical abuse or sexual abuse. This dude is giving that, short fat otaku. This dude is giving that level of energy. Like, it's really taking me back to the 2015, 2016 Gamergate days of like these SJW male feminists being like discovered they actually beat the shit out of women or fucking rape women and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a real common thing amongst the SJW community. It was wild.
Well, yeah, because like I said, they have a habit of self-projecting. Like, they cannot help themselves.
Yeah, you're exactly correct. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. And Zoe Quinn didn't kill him, but she caused him to kill himself, which is arguably worse. But yes, you are correct.
Well, the truth is the solution to that is that just be weird. Just be weird.
Okay, hold on. No, this is unfair. Short Val Taku is not a hypocrite. He's a Canadian. So much worse.
Tell these people to go pound sand.
Yeah, if you're a normie watching anime casually, including someone who...
Like, we need everybody to just tell them to go fuck themselves. That's it, really.
I'll happily do it.
It doesn't actually solve anything if people are like, well, I'm just going to pretend to be normal. No, you just be weird and tell them to go fuck themselves.
You know, even as a normie, you'd probably come across Madoka at some point. You don't have to worry about people like this.
Honestly, he says if you're a normie, you'll come across Madoka at some point. Yeah, because Madoka, like, it's niche, but like, have you ever watched like those YouTube icebergs? Okay, the concept of an iceberg is like very little of it's above the surface. The vast majority is actually below the water.
Right.
So like, if you were gonna do like, the niche anime iceberg, Madoka Magica would be like at the top. It would be one of those things that's above the water. So it's like, yeah, it's niche, but it's kind of it crested into the mainstream. So you're more likely to come across Madoka Magica in the mainstream than you would like some of the like real niche shit.
Okay, fair enough. I saw it everywhere at conventions.
Well, conventions is a little bit different because that's catering specifically to anime fans,
no, I know.
as opposed
but
to
I'm just saying,
like a hot topic or something.
That's fair.
Expressing violent urges towards you for consuming that sort of fictional content.
Yes, tell them like, come at me, bro.
It's insane. Here's another quote saying, "My only knowledge of slime is him getting really mad at people playing Hogwarts Legacy when that came out, which immediately confirms."
Of course, this bitch was an anti-Hogwarts Legacy-er. God damn it! It all makes so much sense now.
And it goes back to Harry Potter.
You're right. We've come full circle. It did go back to Harry Potter.
He's an annoying loser.
Dude, all roads lead back to Hogwarts Legacy, dude. That was the point. That was the point in when everything bubbled over. Like, it was already getting bad, but then Hogwarts Legacy was like, oh, hell no. Like, once that happened, it was like...
I also haven't thought of watching Mojo and an Age Twisted Jack, and when I was looking for stuff to cover for the Sunday special stream yesterday, Sevi was like, here, what about this? And I was like, oh, this is an interesting title. Wait, is Watch Mojo? Nope, I refuse.
Oh my gosh. Don't blame me.
We're tired of it. It's over.
I have pre-watched.
Well, based on this conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like that is harassing people over playing Hogwarts Legacy. Very stunning and brave of him. He's quite the ally. If this is...
You want to know what's sad about this? Do you want to know what this is, chat? This is the case of the small dog barking the loudest and trying to be the most tough. That's what this is. It's like, dude is clearly insecure and like insecure in his masculinity or whatever the hell. because that's how he's acting.
True, but again,
it's all
When do you think was the last time Homeboy ate a steak? And I mean
when
a
was the
real
last
steak,
time
not one of
Homeboy
those
got
like
laid?
fucking vegan restaurant steaks. I mean a real steak. Like,
yeah, I don't blame you. Oh my, like that's a good analogy. I don't know. He looks like a chicken wing kind of man because he's got chicken wings.
But he has never gotten the chance to earn his Red Wings.
Oh no!
Yeah, a real steak, not a mushroom. Exactly.
virtue signaling. He's all puffing yourself up. He's literally a puffer.
Oh my god, he's wearing a Bud Light hat. I didn't notice the first time. He's wearing a Bud Light hat.
He would like Dylan Mulvaney, the fag.
Exactly.
Jeremy Timbers, watch out. This guy over here, Slime, the slime machine, more like the projection machine, is going to beat you up. Are you nervous, viewer? Are you nervous this guy's going to give you a swirly? And
So I'm gonna tell you a bit of a personal story. And there's a reason I bring this up. So when I was in Boston with Sev, I made the joke, well, not really a joke. I was being dead serious, but I was saying it with a smile. That in no way, shape, or form could she actually hurt me. I mean, like physically hurt me. Like, as a woman, she is incapable of doing so. And she took that as a challenge. And she tried to come at me. And I put her in an arm bar. This is going to sound like I'm abusing my fucking girlfriend, but I swear, I was just trying to prove a point. Put her in an arm bar, and I pressed her into the couch and started being like, you need to tap. Like, I was fucking like, it was getting brutal. And she was like, okay, stop. I was like, there you go. See, again, as a woman, physically, you're inferior. You can't really do shit to me. The reason I bring that up, I think Sevi could beat the fuck out of this dude. That was where I was going with all that.
Oh man, angry Latina, yes.
possibly off you for watching anime. But as pointed out in this reply, 36-year-old bald alcoholic man who also plays Smash Bros. Is saying this.
Oh, and he also plays Smash Bros. Okay, look, I'm a Smash Bros. Player. However, there's a reason I don't participate with the Smash Bros. The actual FGC community around Smash Bros. They've got so many pedophiles. Like, so many fucking pedophiles. So, of course, this dude is in the Smash community, and he's going really hard against, the pedophile stuff so bad in Madoka Magica, which, by the way, doesn't exist in Madoka Magica. Doesn't need here nor there.
Oh my gosh. He looks like a trans.
He does. He looks like one of these women that get the fake fucking facial hair and stuff. Yes, exactly.
Ah, yes. A Smash player ranting and raving and expressing violent urges and slander over anime. I've seen this one before. I'm sure you guys have seen this play out before. It doesn't end well. Typically, it's massive projection on disturbing levels. Let's hope it's not the case with this guy, but we have seen this before.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you.
Now, who is this guy? A reformed hater? Apparently not. Slime.
Reformed hater usually means they had right-wing opinions in the past, and now they've gone full lefty. Just that's the Twitter lingo for reformed hater. Usually means, oh man, back in the Gamergate days and whatnot, I was super right-wing and I was a chud, and I've learned the error of my ways, and I'm a fucking pussy-ass bitch.
Machine is the handle on Twitter, and he would actually engage in the conversation. You can see a quote of one of his responses. If you like Madoka, I'm going to beat the living S out of you. Why are there so many problematic words in the comments? And of course, the tweet this person is quoting is not available because it was deleted. Yes, this very tough and intimidating individual got scared over words on Twitter.
Code. Exactly,
but is so, I guess, open and forward about his violent tendency.
Drew, thank you so much for the 1,000. Leaf Ember always tells us to be very sus of people whose minds immediately go to sex when talking about anime. I think she's right, dude. Totally.
Which, by the way, I remember when that. Okay, maybe it's always been a thing, and I just didn't know. But I've been watching anime a long time. I've been watching anime since the mid-90s, right? Back before we call it anime. Back when we still call it Japanimation. And this rise of, like, anime. Now, obviously, the anime itself, there was a lot of anime back then that were very sexual. I mean, you and I both are massive fans of Golden Boy, for example.
Yeah.
But by and large...
Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll. But, like, the community being overly sexual about what stuff and, like, jumping to sex stuff immediately didn't seem to really start till, like, the 2012-ish era.
You know, that's true, actually, because we just saw fan service.
Right. Like, oh, cool. This is hot. moving on.
So that's why they don't like fan service, because again, it comes back to projection.
Well, did you see that? There's been a meme going around X. It's like this fucking fat dude. I think he's black, or maybe he's white. There's this fat dude wearing a shirt and he's crying, and it says, "This anime made my pee-pee stand up, and now I'm scared."
What?
It's basically, it's supposed to be like it's encapsulating like the dudes that are anti-fan service in anime, and it's this big fat guy crying, and he's wearing a shirt that said, "This anime made my pee-pee stand up, and now I'm scared."
Oh my gosh.
I'll find it and send it to you. It's fucking hilarious.
Totally. It's weird. It's weird. If you like watch anything, dude, this is the same people who see Pragmata and immediately think pedo. Like what? Like what? You telling me you see a dude protecting a little girl, and the first thing you think is like, he wants to fuck her. Like what? What the fuck is that?
Yes, I remember that too, Vagabond.
Very interesting. But originally he said, probably a bad idea to boost this post, but I'm blown away. How many slurs are
really
in
makes
these
you wonder,
replies?
dude, for real.
Is this niche, or is it kind of like this?
I mean, they must think it, right? Because they must think it. If
I'm blown away by the idea of how many slurs and replies. Yeah, maybe it's because back in the day, we just fucking used slurs. We didn't mean shit by it. Dude, okay, remember how I told you I went to the amusement park the day after my insides left my asshole from the Hot Wing Challenge? I went to the amusement park with my grandfather. So we're driving back from the amusement park. It's probably about 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon, whatnot. And we're having a general conversation about race. Because my old man, dude, he was in fucking Vietnam. He was a fucking cop in Detroit in the 70s. He's seen some shit, and he can talk some shit. And my grandpa was dropping the N-bomb with the hard R, and he's like, and I don't even view it as a racist term because I know more whiters than niggers. Like, he's like, to me, it's just a term that means ignorant. We live in a white area. I know a lot of whiters. I was like, I can't follow. You're not being racist. Like, you're not. That's base as fuck.
Yeah, no, that is incredibly based.
Yeah, I was like, that's how you fucking do it. This is just how we used to talk because we didn't actually mean shit by it. We were just saying ridiculous shit because it's fun.
Well, no, and then it comes back to the word faggot, right? It doesn't mean anything about gay people. I think South Park had the perfect answer to what it was. It's just like,
you were talking about the Harley Davidson stuff and whatnot.
Yeah. No, yeah, that one. And it's just like that. I know it's kind of like the word grifter. You know, the term evolved into something else, and that's what a faggot is. And I think it's a perfectly acceptable word. If you take it to be the other one, you're a fucking idiot.
Absolutely. No, you're a fucking faggot.
Yes.
And shout out LMA. I hope you're enjoying the content while you're making meatloaf. I do love me some meatloaf.
Ooh, I want some meatloaf.
If they think that Pragmata was a pedo bait game, then they must be thinking that. They must be thinking of her in the sexual way. Because how else do you arrive at that conclusion?
It's all over the place for weebs. Also, worst part is, it was the only episode I wore those effing glasses. Is that the takeaway? That you were wearing glasses? Brother, no one cares if you're wearing glasses. We're talking about you wanting to off people over watching Madoka, you weirdo. And look at this.
That's a real like let me set the scene for you. Imagine if I just stabbed a woman to death in cold blood right in like Central Street, like Main Street, New York, right? Central Avenue, whatever. I just like fucking slit her throat in front of everybody. And I get arrested for it. And I'm on trial. I'd be like, dude, it's like the one day I was wearing a blue shirt and not a black shirt. What the fuck are these people talking about? How disconnected from why people are upset can you be?
That's what they do, though. They have to be disconnected because they can't get from point A to point B with their logic.
You're using the word logic awful liberally, but I get what you mean.
And by the way, if he was just joking, he would just say it here, right? Like if he's just joking, he'd be like, "Yeah, I was just being edgy for the internet. It's just a joke. I don't really mean it. I was just joking.
That's true.
I'm just being edgy." He would say that, but he's not saying that. Under all of this fire, he's not immediately saying that. It's like the easiest thing to immediately say, right? Like someone's like Leaflet, you said this thing, like you said this like really edgy thing, and I'd be like, "Yeah, it was just a joke. I was on the show. I was just messing around." Right? You just drop it immediately.
I'm not going to apologize.
The guy who wants to harm people over anime is crying about slurs, which You know, I don't really know where he's seeing this. He must be looking very
Man,
hard
do
and
I have a
finding
list of
random
slurs for you,
zero-liked
sir.
comments.
I feel like we need to come up with some new ones. Like I'm getting kind of bored of saying the same old slurs over and over. We came up with a new one last night.
Oh, really?
Yes, snickle. New Jewish slur. Snickle.
I like it.
Yeah, because like we
actually
watched this
catchy.
binging with Babish video, and he put like Snickers, like so he cut the chocolate off of Snickers to where it's just like the caramel and the nuts, and he stuffed it inside of a pickle, and it's called a snickle. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty fucking anti-Jewish. I like it. So yeah, snickle is the new. In case you guys need some new anti-Jew terms, I got you covered. We're bringing. We're not even bringing it back. We're creating it. This is the rise of the anti-snickle rhetoric.
I like it. Well, she also, she grabbed Quangos and then like changed
She did.
it.
That's true. She
to
coined
another
Quango.
slur.
Quango. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Anyway.
But yeah, this guy is virtue signaling about words, problematic words on the internet, but is totally okay with threatening people over anime. Amazing stuff. But
well, even then, if that were to happen, like, wouldn't the thing that you say is like, hey, they clipped me out of context? Wouldn't that be the thing that he says? It's like, oh, they clipped me out of context. Like, I actually said it was a joke. Like right after that. Yeah, I mean, you just bring it up.
Isn't it your own
like, no,
show?
Well, the thing is, and here, you want to know how we know it's not out of context? Because anime fans don't actually do that. Like, by and large, the pro fan service, the anti-censorship side of the anime community, like me, you, Chibi, Espiritu, the whole nine, we don't clip shit out of context for a gotcha because that blows back on us. Like, we understand that authenticity is the ultimate form of currency in the digital landscape. So if we get caught clipping shit out of context to try and like own the left or whatever, and it blows back on us, that hurts our authenticity. That hurts our credibility. So we don't do that shit. So the only time the stuff like this gets clipped and goes mega viral or whatnot, usually, there's rare exceptions, but usually is because it's not out of context, because it's real.
Yeah, fair. I don't know.
But like trying to deflect other things makes it even more likely that you actually meant it. Does that make sense? You can discern, you can, it's actually not hard to discern innocence, really. It's really not.
But he would add a further response saying, all right, promo period expired. Insufferable narcissist right here, but continues on saying, I can't have my whole day taken up by addicting replies to crazy anime guys. I'm putting the crack pipe down. Most of you are normal. It's all good. It's just like the quote earlier. Don't worry, you're not weird. You're one of the okay people I won't beat up as long as you prove you're not a weird one to me while consuming this medium.
Mm-hmm.
But someone said, are you going to beat me up for enjoying Cardcaptor Sakura?
Yes, but not for any pedo shit, because Cardcaptor Sakura sucks.
I like it.
No, I'm joking. I love Cardcaptor Sakura. I just want to see what would trigger you. That's all. Cardcaptor Sakura is fucking incredible. I just want to see what can trigger you.
Oh, okay. Fair.
And he says, no, you know what's probably really awesome, and I'd ask you what themes it centers around. Well, I'm glad you're
you need to stay the fuck
recommendations,
away
but
from anime. You have lost any privilege to enjoy anything Japanese for the rest of your fucking life.
Not only that, but he says, it's probably really awesome. I'd like to ask you what themes it centers around. It centers around the themes that Madoka Magica is deconstructing in the anime that you said was for fucking pedos.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling.
Speedy Cake for a 5-banger. If logic is anathema to them, I think it's supposed to be antithetical, but maybe I'm just retarded. If logic is anathema to them, does that mean if I throw a bucket of logic circuits at them, they would melt like a Wicked Witch of the Woke? I appreciate that. Wicked Witch of the Woke. I like that. Well done. This for you.
I know now that it could never work between us. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
No, I think anathema was correct.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I've never heard this before. Anathema refers to something or someone that is intensely disliked, loathed, or shunned. It can also refer to a formal curse or ecclesiastical ban, like excommunication, that formally condemns someone or something as accursed. I've never heard that term. You learned something new today. I'm going to be using that all week, hopefully correctly. Shout out. Thank you.
You would want to beat up this user as well. This guy is projecting on levels.
It seems super performative.
You'll never see. Oh, wait, you will see them all the time on Twitter. In fact,
like I said,
here's some of the people defending them. This person saying, You guys are telling me that no predators are drawn to watch this show. I've never even heard.
Yeah, did you know that? Did you know that some predators breathe air?
Well, you laugh.
Valid.
He's doing an age-old thing. It's called the water paradox or the water predicament or whatnot, which is like 100% of serial killers drink water. You drink water. That must mean you're a serial killer. The water fallacy. It's a very easy to anathema. Okay, thank you. That's how it's pronounced. Anathema. Anyway, yeah, it's a very easy fallacy to work your way around if you actually know what the fuck you're doing. But a lot of these people don't know how to properly debate or whatnot, so they'll get gotcha on stuff like that. But no, Leaflet's doing just a variation of that, and she's correct.
Well, you should stop breathing and kill yourself then. Yeah, did you know Hitler drank water?
There it is.
Shit.
Of it before, but the first Google image that shows up doesn't do you any favors. This guy
So stupid, man.
saw a group of fully clothed anime characters and immediately started throwing
freaking
accusations out in just
you can use that same argument against like literally everything.
justifying people being harmed in real life.
Now, here's the thing.
over
I think it's actually, you leave that one up. No, because that's what I'm. So it says Hitler liked dogs, therefore you're Hitler. People have the wrong takeaway with this one. Dogs are usually really good judges of character. It shouldn't be that Hitler liked dogs. It should be that Hitler's dog loved him so much. And I trust a dog's judgment. If Hitler's dog loved Hitler, maybe we were all wrong about Hitler. Dogs are good judges of character.
Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to talk to you about that.
watching this anime. This is
Yeah, did you know that there's pedos that watch Toy Story? Yeah. So anybody who watches Toy Story is obviously suspicious. We should put them on a list.
That's true, considering you just said
So
about
stupid, man. This is
the cruise line. Lots of them probably like everything Disney.
Yup.
That's crazy.
This is
the
so
the
dumb.
normie.
I have a wholesome Toy Story story. That was a weird sentence. But I don't really want to tell on stream. I've told before. Just remind me afterwards. I'd love to tell you. You may have heard before. I'm not sure. But it's a really wholesome story.
Audience, this is who is enjoying.
This is what I mean. Like, their logic is retarded. Like I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit disheartened.
Did she
I
like
think about
glitch
how
out? I
dumb
just saw the
people are.
YouTube buffer on her forehead.
It's actually unreal that like this is like you thought like this person actually thought that this was a good argument. Like this person sat down and went, "Well, time to throw my hat in the ring because I know better."
His Bud Light hat, by the way.
You guys
Oh
are
my
telling me
gosh.
that no pedophiles are drawn to watch this show? It's unreal.
the commentary provided by
It's like insane levels of just like like they're so retarded, but they think they know everything. It's
Okay, to be fair, she's described 99% of women.
Yeah,
I know.
no, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
actually ridiculous.
these people, and it's
not the
it's
women
a
in this
very
chat.
sad
Raza, you guys are cool.
state of affairs. Again,
And LMA, if
evergreen
you're listening
post
still.
right here. Once again, ringing true, but yeah, backlash deserved. Projection.
You can't reason him out of the position that he didn't reach himself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's true, but there's a lot of people like that, right? Which is why I butt heads with people all the time. Because I'm just like, how could you even fucking believe that? Like I like explain to me like how you got to that conclusion. This is why I love asking this, by the way. This is why I love talking to people and I love asking them, like, how did you even get there? Like, really, I'm really curious. Like, how did you arrive at this conclusion? Like, go through the logical steps and like tell me where are the roots of this belief? I need to know.
I
need
do
to
this
know
to
because like
people
sometimes it's
all the time. I love doing this to people because I'm genuinely curious how their mind works, how their brain functions. How did you get here? And it's so mind-blowing how anytime you're like, well, hey, hold on, that there isn't logical, that doesn't work, let me explain why, and they get so fucking offended. It's like, dude, it's not a personal attack, because people need to understand the laws of logic. There are laws to it. By the way, I said 99%. I'm going to adjust it and say 96% because I have a 4.3% female audience. So 96% of women are retarded. 4.3% of you guys are chill.
So ridiculous, right?
Probably, and many such cases. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, consider giving this video a like, and also subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as...
I'm going to be honest, like, dude, I feel like I'm such a retard, but then, like, every time shit like this happens, I'm just like, wow, there's people even more retarded than me. And it just, it's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Talbot, thanks for the 100, by the way. Thank you.
Multiple streams a week live here on YouTube as well. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Holy shit. I'll link you guys the video.
And I will link you guys Leaflet's video.
The only thing to do with these people is to tell them to shut up. Tell them to shut up and to go away. It's the only thing. There is no well, I'm gonna stop talking to that. There's no there's no I need to like hide who I am. There is no like, well, you know, maybe I won't talk about anime. You tell these people that they're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
That's it. You just got, we just all have to tell them that. Like, you're ridiculous and you're out of line. And,
no, hold on. Zoloti is wrong. He says they want attention, deny them it. No, wrong. You need to collectively get people to shame them. They want positive attention. They want to be lauded and told they're correct. You're the good guy. We're so proud of you. If you give them the attention, but it's overwhelmingly negative and shameful, even if it doesn't work on them, it will at least send the message that shame is fucking back. And therefore, we need to continue shaming these motherfuckers. It won't be instant. It's a long, drawn-out process, but it will eventually work. So I get what you're saying. Classic, don't feed the trolls. But if you can overwhelmingly feed the trolls with negativity, that will cause change in the long run. And shout out to Xavier coming in with 5 gifted Words of Paradise memberships. You fucking legend. I would love to see more memberships. Not that I'm out here trying to e-beg or whatnot, but I would love to see more memberships because I really just want to get new emojis. We're so close to unlocking new emojis, and YouTube keeps moving the fucking goalpost. So shout out. Thank you so much for the memberships, dude. This is for you.
There's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, you touch them back.
You love to see it. All right, let's finish this out. It's almost done.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Oh, all right. Well, that does that. All right. All right, perfect. That was an excellent video. Cindy, do you have any final thoughts on it?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You shame these motherfuckers where they stand, all over you, all over X, on YouTube. It doesn't matter where, but yeah, just stop stop putting up with it. Stop being like, I'm gonna walk away. No, just shame them. You need to get them off the fucking internet. Just shame them so bad they never want to show up again, or they delete their account. That should be your goal.
And while you're shaming them, use slurs to do it because that accomplishes 2 goals. 1, it shames them. And 2, it signals to everybody else, slurs are fucking back, baby. Slurs are fucking back.